Hey, it's Nathan Williams with Crazy Marketing. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use message variables to become more efficient in ActiveCampaign. Now, if you don't know what a message variable is, it's basically like a little block of code that can run when a merge tag is presented in an email. So, for example, you could set up a message variable to display an image, like a header image or a footer. So you could have like a signature block. So every time you put in a merge tag, which is just, like a word basically surrounded by percent signs, I'll show you in just a second if you don't know what I'm talking about. But every time that shows up in your email, it's going to present your variable, which can be image, text, etc. And so like I use it to set up logos or headers of my emails and footers. So that way, if I need to change out my header image or my logo, or I want to add something or modify my signature, I can just change my message variable and it'll change my signature or my header across all the emails in my ActiveCampaign account. So it saves you a whole bunch of time and all that type of stuff. So let's go ahead and get into it. We come in here to campaigns, and then we want to go to manage variables, and wait for it to load here. And I got a couple in here already, but we'll go ahead and hit add to create a new one. And so go ahead and name it. So this, let's call this demo header, and personalization tag, we'll go demo header. And then using list, and just select whatever list that it's used in. And now you're down here to the editor, and it's a WYSIWYG editor, so what you see is what you get. Makes it very easy to create whatever it is you need to create. So for example, I want to go ahead, and since this is going to be a header, I'll go ahead and throw my logo in here. So let's go ahead and find the image option, so image, and let's go ahead and browse for an image real quick. Add new image. And I'll come up here to my desktop and grab my image real quick. And so here's my image, so I'll go ahead and choose that. And then I can go ahead and do a description here. So like Crazy Eye Marketing. And then I can also do a title tag as well. We can go ahead and look at the appearance here. So alignment, let's go ahead and put it in the middle here. And we can go ahead and change the dimensions or constrain dimensions. We have vertical spacing, horizontal spacing, border. I'm going to throw a 0 in there just to make sure no border randomly shows up. And then we have style down here. So we could go ahead, if you know CSS, you can throw in some custom styles as well. And I notice right now it shows vertical align in the middle, and I actually want horizontal align in the middle, so I'm going to go ahead and not set that right now. We can come over to advanced, so we can do alt images or swap image, so for mouse over, mouse out, so you can get a little creative there, and then you get into ID and stuff like that, which is quite advanced. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and hit insert right now, and we see right there I have my logo. I can go ahead now and highlight it basically, and now I'll go ahead and center it this way. So now it's centered. I could go ahead and add a link to it real easy. So I want to link up to my website here, crazyeyemarketing.com, and I could go through various options here. I'm not going to go through them right now because you could do it on your own, and I don't think it'll add anything to this video. So I'll go ahead and insert now. So now I have my logo and it's linked up. So I'll come on down here and I'll hit add. So we have my demo header. Now I'm going to go ahead and create a demo footer one as well real quick. So we'll do add and demo footer and demo footer. We'll select right here and then say like Nathan Williams, and we'll say crazyeyemarketing.com. And then we can go ahead and link that up real quick. So I'll throw a link in here, crazyeyemarketing.com. and insert. All right, and maybe I want to make this bold for some reason. So there we go. I like how that looks. We'll go ahead and hit add now. And now let's go over, and we would, you could edit a broadcast message if you want to, or set up all your automation emails. So I include this header and signature in my automation email, so that way if I need to change my header or my signature, it'll change it across all my automation emails. So anyway, I'm just going to create a sample automation just for the sake of example here. And I'm going to go ahead and start from scratch and continue. And I'm going to go ahead and start with no trigger right now. And I want to go ahead and send an email. And we'll go ahead and create an email to get started. So demo message variables. And create real quick. And then I'm going to go ahead and build from scratch. And I'm just going to choose newsletter and OK. And demo message variables and continue. And then I'll go ahead and delete this image real quick. So I'll delete this, yes. And we'll go ahead and throw another text block in here at the top. And now what I want to go ahead and do is type in my variable. So it's demo header and %. And I can go ahead and center it real quick, just for sake of example. And then let me go ahead and copy this real quick, or duplicate it, And I'm going to drag this to the bottom here for my signature. And of course, I'd clean this email up and fix all the spacing and all that stuff and make it look cleaner. That's demo signature, and we'll left align that. And so there we go. I've added the message variables to my email. And again, you could go ahead and add this to all of your emails. We'll go ahead and hit next now. And then we can go ahead and scroll down here and we can do desktop preview and see if our message variables come through. So there's my logo right there. We see that it's nice and centered on our email just like we thought. And I come on down here and I look at my signature and it's not loading correctly. So I must have entered the wrong message variable here. So let's come back out of here, and good thing I messed this up. So we can go ahead and troubleshoot it together in case you have issues. So I'll just hit save there. And let me go back to my campaigns area and go to my message variables and see what the heck I actually named this thing. Manage variables. And we have demo footer. So I can go ahead and just grab this right here and come back over to my email, and I'll edit it real quick and make sure it all works again. So click in here. And it should say demo footer instead of demo signature. Footer. All right. So, and then we'll go to next here. And then we'll come on down here and we'll go to desktop preview and make sure it looks like we think it should. Okay, that looks like we think it should. Of course, if I was doing this for real, I'd go ahead and edit the padding over here or the margin over here to make sure it looks okay. But for sake of example, good enough. I could go ahead and send myself a test email as well. Make sure it comes through okay. And then I'd go ahead and hit send test, and I make sure that the email arrives in my inbox and it looks like, I think it should with the variables and all that stuff. And of course, once I'm all satisfied and everything, I can save and exit or finish my editing my email. And then of course, if I need to edit my message variable, like something's not right or that I don't like the spacing or I want to change it, you just come into manage your variables and we can go ahead and edit, your footer here and be like, you got a new phone number, so you could go ahead and add a phone number here if that makes sense. Something like that. So now your phone number will show up on all your emails where you have your message variable. So now everywhere I have my demo footer message variable, it's going to show my phone number as well. So if I have my footer on all the emails in my automations, it automatically updates all those emails, and I don't have to go in there and manually edit hundreds of emails and automations and all that type of stuff. So it can save you a whole lot of time if you use these message variables efficiently and correctly and all that stuff. But anyway, hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, I appreciate any sorts of likes, comments, subscribes, anything like that, and I hope you have a great rest of the day.